The United States of America, Adaline Bebo.
Hi, I'm Adaline Bebo, and today I wanted to teach you a little bit of magic. Okay, so it's not really magic, but it is the perfect illusion. And for me, the perfect illusion has the right fundamentals, from stretching to strengthening and perfect technique. So let's get started. To start this off with some stretching, we do splits and then over splits. And you can see my previous video on stretching to learn a little bit more about splits and over splits, but this will really help your hamstring get nice and stretched before you start doing your illusions. Next up for stretching is a wall split. And so what I do for this is I stand as close to the wall as I can. I can walk my bottom leg out further from the wall to get a better stretch, and then I push myself toward the wall. I typically do between 5 and 10 needle kicks on each leg in each of my warm-ups every day to get that dynamic motion of an illusion warmed up. Next up is for strengthening. So here I'm doing a needle hold. I'm going into that split position, testing my balance a little bit, and then slowly bringing my arms up and standing up all at once. Next up is the seesaw. This is similar to needle kicks, but your body should come up all the way. And if you notice, all the way from my toes to my fingertips, it's one straight line, all the way down and all the way up. Next up is illusions against the wall. And for this, I recommend any wall. It can be in your house, it can be at the gym, but you go down into the needle, you walk yourself around, and you stand right back up in that seesaw like we were just practicing. With time, you should be able to do this without putting your hands down. Stepping to the front left diagonal is the key to being on pattern. If you step directly to the side like you see here, your hips will be off pattern, and then when you do multiple, both illusions will end up off pattern. So it's important to step to the front left diagonal. When training to do multiple illusions under a toss, I recommend overtraining. So if you're trying to do a double illusion, I recommend doing 3 or 4 because that way your first 2 will be much faster after training. It's important to tighten your core, pull up in between each illusion, and get a really good push off in the beginning in order to be successful during multiple illusions under a toss. I also recommend practicing your body and your batons separately. That way you can put them together and not be so afraid of the toss. Illusions are one of the most basic components for baton twirling, but they also comprise some of the most complex twirling tricks the world has ever seen. So there's something really to be said for taking the time to master them and perfect your technique. But be sure to listen to your body and know when to stop, because we all know a twirler with a hip injury from illusions. Hopefully you got some helpful tips and tricks for your own illusions. Be sure to like, subscribe, and comment below to let me know what twirling tips and tricks you want to see next. Thank you so much, and catch you later.